Everyone, so now we will continue the remaining part. If you remember, we are doing the checkpoint. In the checkpoint we are doing the distribution deployment, and in that one we will have the two box. One will be the security gateway, one will be the security management server, and we set up that one already. Okay, so now what we will do, we will log in, and we can log in with the GUI, and we will see with the Gaia portal we can set up the IP address to the interface. So we are going to do that one. So I start this both. I am starting both this. This is a security gateway, this is a security management server. This both will boot up, and once it is boot up we can type the IP. If you remember, we assigned the IP 192.168.17.50. already we have this 50 here. 17.100 we change before we have 50 here also. So in the browser we need to type this IP here. In the browser we need to type this IP here, so we can access this with GUI. And we will use the smart console if you want to configure any policy. So in the security management server, what we will do, we will first add the security gateway also. So that also we can do with the help of smart console. Already we told we need to download and install the smart console, and if you remember, I shown you before, this is a smart console. Okay, that is a smart console, it is opening, and this is a smart console. Here we will log into the SMS, that is a security management server. So here we will put the password and click login, so we can go inside and we can configure the policy. If you remember, we told in the security gateway or security management, or in the security, what we can say, the checkpoint firewall, if you want to configure the policy, you cannot configure the policy with the Gaia portal. You need to use the smart console. You need to remember that one. So with the help of smart console we can configure the policy, NAT policy, security policy, and we can push the configuration from here to security gateway. So let's see, I think this system is boot up. I can log in here, and here whatever the password you set up, you can put that detail here. And if you want to check, we can write show interface ETH0, and IP, you can see this is the IP what I wrote here, same what I wrote that IP. So now I can copy this, I can paste in the browser, so we can access that Gaia portal. Okay, so here you need to add here HTTPS 192.168.50 dot, and here what I can do, let's see here, this is okay. So we will press enter and we will access. So it is booting up now, it is ready. I think we can access, so it will come. And meanwhile, if I want to log in this also, I can check this IP also. Let me check this. Admin is a username, and password whatever we set, we will use that one. And here also I can check what IP we have here. I remember we give the IP here 100, but we can check this one 192.168.17.100. so this is another one. Okay, so you have this one, you have here that one. Let's see why it is not coming. Okay, here see, this switch we need to power on. This switch we did not power on, that's why it is not working, because this management cloud we connected here to the switch, and this switch will connect to the security gateway and the SMS. That's why it is not working. Now I power on the switch. This is a Cisco switch. I am using Cisco switch. It is booting up. I think now the switch is ready, so we can try. Now we can access, we can try to access this. So just you can put IP only with the HTTP. So let's see here. It is working or giving any problem. Now switch is ready. What else we need to power on? Only this one. Later we will power on all the device. Let's see here. We need to do the troubleshooting also. If it is not working, then we need to check what is the issue, what issue we have. Okay, so this one 17.50 and this one will be so this is ready. Switch is also working here, no problem. I can do the basic configuration for the switch. Here I will give the switch name is 3, and NAT cloud is also working. Let's see why I am unable to access. Here you are getting the correct IP, we have this IP only, so everything is good. Let's see, maybe yeah, now I can access automatically, it work. See, maybe that time it is booting, so no issue. This is our security gateway. So we need to log in. I will write here admin, and whatever the password we set, we need to put that one. Okay, and here it is locked, so we cannot change. I can unlock this one. If you see, this is a checkpoint security gateway. Now I need to assign the IP address. So here what we will do, let me use here in this place. If you remember, here we use 1.1, 17 is here, 1.2, so here I will use 1.3. okay, so this is the IP we are using, so we will configure 1.3 to the internet. 1.3 192.168.3.0 I am saying. So this is the IP schema I am using. Let me refresh here. Okay, now here .1 we will use, here .1, here .1. If you have confusion, let me duplicate this, and here I can put here .1, and this color, I think I selected this color. Maybe here background we need white color. If you want to change, you can change also. So this is the .1, everywhere we will use .1. So here this side you will have .1, the other side also we will use .1, this side. On the top side also I am using .1. Means what is .1 means? The complete IP last digit will be .1. So here 1.1, and this side here 3.1, here 2.1. So we need to configure here. So how to configure means, you go here, click the interface, here management interface already configured, click here edit, and you can see here you can write the command. Already this one is configured, mgmt. Just I am putting the command, I am clicking OK. I did not change anything here, just I put the comments here. Now see here, first ETH, let's go from here, ETH1. Here 192.168.3.1 we need to configure, ETH1, this one. Enable this one, and this one is going to WAN, so I can write here WAN command. You can give anything, and here you need to enable the IP. So IP address, what we will give here, like 192.168.3.1, and the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. okay, click OK. So this one we configure, and to here 1.1 we will configure. So this is to go edit, enable, and write here LAN side we have, you can put anything, and here I am writing 192.168.1.1, and here 255.255.255.0, and click OK. So this one is also configured. What else? DMZ we need to configure, ETH3. So this is a DMZ, so I will enable and then write DMZ, and IP what we are using in the DMZ 2.1. So I will configure here 2.1. So 192.168.2.1, give here 255.255.255.0, and click OK. That's all. So we assign the IP address to the interface here, and you can see all this interface is up, and we are not using IPv6 here, we are using only IPv4. okay, and here everything is good. If you want to refresh, you can refresh. And this is the configuration what we done. Another thing we will do in our next class, just here what we learn here, how to configure this interface IP. Here just we configure the interface IP. In our next class we are going to learn how we can add the security gateway to SMS. So if you see, this is a SMS. If you refresh, this is SMS. If you want to log in, you can log in here also, and whatever the password you keep, you can put that password. And when you log in here, you can see this is a SMS checkpoint security management, and this one is a, if you want, you click overview, this is a checkpoint security gateway. So this is this one is the first one, and second one is this one. So we learn how we can assign the IP. Okay, now we need to open the smart console and we need to put this IP to connect this device. After that we need to add this device to this. We will see that one in our next